Hello everyone. Hope you all heard that I was starting the stream with a healthy drink of water. We're going to play a little bit of Costume Quest tonight. Well, my voice to me sounds really shitty tonight, but maybe that's just to me. I had this whole productive afternoon planned. I was out this morning, I was going to come home, have something to eat, and do a bunch of cleaning around the house, and then instead what I actually did was come home, have something to eat, and then nap for like 2.5 hours. So that's been my afternoon. It was good though. Naps are pretty amazing. So you're gonna lose sound for just a moment here because this game does not share audio, or other audio does not exist in the background. So I've got to change the scene in OBS. And you'll go to game. Then I have to change back to the game. And now, well, I mean it's paused, but Nightbot's telling me I have to stretch, so we better do that first. Alright, stretching one way, other way, hands, shoulders, all that good stuff. Okay. Mouse can heck off because we're going to be using the controller. Cool. B is back. Good. Okay. Right. What the hell am I supposed to be doing again? How do I... Oh, there we go. I need to pick up deliveries for Sadie so that we can escape the sewer. There's some kids to find, and there's a duplicate of a... What's it called? A creepy treats card that we got to find as well. Okay. Alright, this is not the right... Oh god, where are we? That's also not the right... It's also not right. Here we go. That's not the right place though. That's also not the right place. Where the hell are we? I guess we don't have the map yet for this area. Alright, what's your sub-story? Did you believe all of this? Everything you see around you? Oh, that's right, he built it. We read this last time, so I'm not going to read it again. We met this guy in the past. So if you didn't see this game last time, there's like a time travel mechanic. It's not like freely available, but it's just part of the plot. So let's go heck up some monsters, shall we? And also some trash cans. Ooh, a floating car. Dang. Guys, it's 2019. It's almost the end of 2019. Why don't we have floating cars yet? I feel like I've been lied to my whole life about getting floating cars. Oh, cool. Here you go. Say hi to Sadie for me. Nice, nice fake teeth. Oh, their light's not on, so you can't trick or treat if there's no light on. So for those who are unaware, oh, that's not right. That's it. I live in an apartment building, so, no trick-or-treaters. No trick-or-treaters where I lived. Oh my god. But it's not that uncommon to trick-or-treat in Australia anymore. When I was a kid, there was a lot more backlash against like American cultural things. You're like, oh, we don't do that here. It's American. We don't do that. But we don't care about it so much anymore. I'm not sure why it changed. There's a lot less backlash against using certain American words as well. Like when I was younger, it really wasn't the done thing to say cookies. You might get a little bit ridiculed or told off for saying cookies. They'd be like, say biscuits, we're not American. But now it's just like, although I've said this before, but cookies in Australia tends to refer to a very specific type of cookie and not just to any sweet biscuit. God, I can't remember if there's like any sweet cookie, I suppose you'd say. What would you call a savory cookie in American English? Like a, I don't know, trying to describe a savory cookie, like the kind of biscuit that you have, the kind of like bread product Well, I mean, it's not bread. The kind of thing you have with cheese. Cracker? Right, we haven't found that yet. Guys, why did they have to make the healer in this game a clown? And like a really terrifying clown too. I don't understand. Plenty of people are afraid of clowns. Fuck you. Fuck you, I'm a wizard. Alright, let's see, which one is weaker? That one is. Cool. Good shit. We did this last time about cookies. Well, I'm sorry, but unfortunately, it's always on my mind. What else could we talk about? Well, I went to an interesting exhibit today about some various older video games. There were some arcade machines there. How do I change costume again? It's this one. There were some arcade machines there with like classic games, you know, so like Donkey Kong, Asteroids, Pac-Man, Space Invaders. I'd never seen any of those on an actual, what do you call it, machine before. I've only ever seen them emulated or in a software remake. I'm terrible at them, as it turns out. Like, really, really bad. But then I suppose I've never played them before, so that's probably natural, right? You're under arrest. I'm gonna resist arrest. What a motley crew. A clown, a wizard, and a superhero walk into a bar. Get hacked! Alright, I wonder if I have the card available that gives me extra candy. No, not yet. One more battle. That's not what I want. Oh, I see. I wasn't on the right selection. Linnie the Dumbledore. Did I press the right button? Yes. Oh no, he's used an attack up item. But it was kind of funny at the exhibit because it's made its way to Canberra where I live, but it was made back in like, I can't remember. But some of the information is out of date. That's the point of what I'm trying to say here. I didn't mean to press that, god damn it. And because things move so fast in video games, it's just kind of weird. Jesus. Kind of weird to see That's what I wanted to do. To see old information. And like I think the newest console that was involved in the exhibit was, God, like we were still talking like PS3 era. It was just kind of funny. Even though it was about all the video games, so like it wasn't that weird, but you know, it felt a bit retro in that way. I mean, it was kind of what it was about. Maybe I'm just not used to thinking about like PSP and PS3 era as being retro. I need healing. I know. What I'm going to do is go back to the healing fountain. I kind of like the original game's method better of just healing you up after each battle. Oh, I have to take water as well. Skeletoxin you wouldn't call PS3 retro yet. Yeah, no, neither would I. That's why I kind of felt the tone was a little bit weird. PS2 is just barely. Yeah, I'd say some of the exhibits there suffered a little bit from not having the right hardware. So they had a few games from like the Super Nintendo Genesis era set up, but they were on flat screen TVs, for example, which you're not supposed to do. They look better on CRTs. Anyway. Hey, candy. Alright. Go for you retro game on the PS4. The original PS4. Yep, that sounds... I don't know though, that sounds pretty elitist of you. Have we seen the PS5 dev kit? I have not. Far off. I mean, is there any point in looking at the dev kits? It's fucking teeth robots. If they're just gonna change a lot in between. Sorry if I'm not super talkative tonight, guys. I am, like I said, a little bit tired and I ate too much. So I'm kind of sleepy on top of that. But I think you all know what to expect from me by this point, right? Jesus. Whee! No one die. There we go. Big explode. Alcatraz, you want to see me fall asleep on stream? God, you know that's like... Twitch doesn't let you do that, right? I think you don't get into too much trouble if you do it accidentally, but if you do it on purpose, like it's a bannable offense. or something like that. I wonder if we know that police officer in the past. What else did I do today? Just trying to think if there was anything interesting or yesterday. Oh, I went around to a friend's place yesterday, guys, and I got to play with their little dog. It's a little poodle. It's so cute. She's so cute. I don't appear to be able to access this house even though the lights are on. I feel like I've missed like a whole area of this area. It's over here. Oh yeah, over here, okay. Nice work taking out those drones. The wizard costume is excuse me, is priceless in dark situations. Enjoy it. How do I use this again? Okay. This is Everett's house, okay. I think I can talk to Corvus, maybe, at this time? Or have I already done that? I don't remember. I will never sell out to Overlord White. I can teach you more, but I sent you not ready. Okay, maybe it was the getting the second attack that I already talked to him about. But yeah, she's this tiny little poodle, and she's very sweet, and I like her very much. Her name is Tonks, because they're mad Harry Potter fans. So they called their puppy Tonks. No, Gopher, not Tongs. Tonks! Why are these guys shirtless? I don't need to see this in my allegedly children's video game. Why clowns became so frightening. Like, was it entirely the Pennywise effect? Like, I mean, they're kind of weird. They've always been kind of weird, but the level of fear that they inspire, is it really justified? Okay, Doomstick is actually an area of effect attack. Or, you know, like a multi-target area of effect is probably the wrong type of gameplay to use that that term. Got him. The makeup stops you from being able to read facial expressions, so it makes them hard to trust. Maybe that is the reason. Would you enter a relationship? Did I fuck that up? I must have done. Got him anyway. Would you enter a relationship with a clown that was always in costume? Probably not. Maybe a business relationship? It also makes them immune to facial recognition software. That's true. Juggalo face paint can't be detected. What a strange time to be alive. Hello, Shiny. How are you? Talking about why clowns are evil. I think we're more talking about like why clowns are feared so much. I don't find them that scary. I should tell you guys the story of when I was about 10. There was like a Halloween event in my community, and like a bunch of the adults put together like a haunted house or something like that. And I was in there with my little sister. I remember I was holding her hand, and I like someone, one of like the neighborhood dads, jumped out and tried to scare us, and I like smacked him with my candy bag, like right in what, in retrospect, I seriously hope was the gut, but given my height, could definitely have been the crotch. But that's kind of my reaction to getting scared by things. I'm just like, oh, you want to scare me? Fuck you. Which you've probably experienced if you've seen any of my Darkwood streams. Like, all these things that are supposed to scare me, I'm like, you fucker, you're wasting my time. Get the fuck out of my life. Oh no, two of the kids are like merged. Skeletox, you're just trying to flush out the people attracted to clowns. I see, I see. Astronaut, thank you for following. You're not going to be getting my best streaming tonight. I am tired and overfed, but I appreciate you being here. That woman doesn't have a nose. Here we go. This woman also doesn't have a nose. Alright. Skeletoxin, you think they wear red noses because they don't have noses naturally? Oh man, guys, I have to tell you about this thing in Australia that we have called Red Nose Day. Hang on, you're going to lose the sound because, like I said, Costume Quest doesn't share sound. Red Nose Day is like a charity fundraiser for something, but I forget what it's for. So I have to look it up. Okay, let's see. Oh, and it's as old as I am. It started in 1989, and it's for SIDS, Sudden Infant Death Syndrome. Oh, that's very sad. So let's find the, yes, tell me about. So, Red Nose Day is or the Red Nose Foundation is Australia's leading authority on safe sleep and pregnancy and bereavement support for families affected by the death of a child. So the idea is that you buy a red nose and you wear a red nose. What a strange screen. I have paused the game on. To, oh fuck's sake, Chatty, get up here. And you donate some money for research on sudden infant death, which is this horrible phenomenon that happens where you've just got a baby just sleeping in their cot, and parent goes to check on them in the middle of the night or in the morning, and they've just died. And it's called sudden infant death syndrome. And they know it's previously, there are a lot of things, a lot of ways people previously had babies sleeping. So like if you have more cushions or anything in the bed with the baby, they can just sort of get into a position where they can't breathe. And at that age, they can't really do anything if their airway gets obstructed. So they just unfortunately die. But yeah, it turns out there's a lot of ways to have, for babies to just die asleep. Humans are very, very poorly put together. Cool. So yeah, that's what Red Nose Day is in Australia. But yeah, everyone wears red noses and looks a little bit clownish. You can get red noses for your car as well. I don't know how often that's done anymore, but I used to see it a lot in the 90s. Can you type the syndrome name? It's just called SIDS, S-I-D-S, or hang on, I'll write it out. Sudden Infant Death Syndrome. Like that. And yeah, just like if you've ever seen babies in those like bouncy rocker things, they're also dangerous for babies because again, they can end up in a position where their airway is obstructed by like the flesh of their neck and head. Skeletoxin asks, what the fuck happened with humans that we have these half-baked flesh lumps pop out? Brains, Skeletoxin. Our brains are very big, and they can only be so small when they are born, which is why human babies don't have fully formed skulls. Do you all you in chat know that like when babies are born, their skulls are not fully grown over because their heads have to be able to deform during birth. Otherwise, it would kill the mother and the baby. Humans! What the fuck? It's in like 5 pieces. I honestly don't know exactly how many pieces. I just know that you shouldn't press on the middle of a newborn baby's skull because you can be pressing directly on the brain. Good stuff. Here's your deliveries. You weren't kidding about those sting operations. Thanks, guys. This is going to make Blob very happy. Blob? He runs a speakeasy on the east side of the city. He knows more about the underground tunnels. He can tell you how to get into the compound. Password for the east side speakeasy is Mice Crispy Treats. Good luck finding Lucy and Everett. Thanks, Sadie. We won't forget this. Cool. XP. Level up. Well, I mean, Skeletoxin, like, because of the way evolution works, we can't... The only things that really filter through are either luck from genetic mutation, advantageous mutations, and if something doesn't kill I was actually thinking about this the other day, although God knows why. If something doesn't kill someone before they reproduce, then it isn't removed by natural selection, right? I was thinking about, God only knows why, again, like the fact that when so many women die in childbirth, how come, you know, like that hasn't been removed from humanity yet? And it's because you only have to have one baby for that genetic problem to continue. Oh yeah, that's Travis. I forgot about that. Alright, time to go to the east side. Can I upgrade anyone? I can upgrade the clown. Let's get the map. Yeah, we'll upgrade the clown for sure, because we use them all the time. And what about these cards? All minions drain 25% health per turn. Next 3 attacks are automatically amazing. Next 3 defends are an automatic block. I don't know if I really care for any of them, to be honest. Our ears and noses never stop growing. Excuse me? What? What? Alright, says there's parts of your body which aren't fully grown until you're in your 20s. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I've heard that before, and I just can't remember what they are. I know your brain isn't fully developed until you're like 25. But, yeah. When the human lifespan starts exceeding 200, we're really going to have a nose problem. Well, let's put it this way. If the human lifespan ever manages to extend past 200, I think we'll probably be advanced enough with medical science that we can probably fix that with plastic surgery. I'm going to do the upgrade. I don't really care for any of these cards. Alright. Wait, I've already been here. Where am I going? Plastic surgery can't cut off 1 kilometer of nose. Well, yes, but you don't try and do it all at once, Gopher. Like, when you get to 100, they do the first surgery, and then when you get to, you know, 120, they do the next surgery. They don't try and take off 1 kilometer of nose all at once. As much as I want to see what's in there. I'm not going into an unlit sewer pipe without a light. Well, conveniently. Now, I'm probably going to regret asking this, but what is so mental about Giraffe's birth? Because that has come up now in the context of the conversation. Were you the one that clawed up that wall? Nope, I'm waiting for whatever did to come back though. I'll bet it gives good back scratches. It's a bit kinky, dude. I'd look for clues, but I don't have lighting technology. You guys should hunt it down. Maybe we will. They give birth standing up and then they fall several feet. Wow. Someone mentioned kangaroos earlier as well, and I assume what you mean is the fact that they're born as like little jelly beans, like rodents, and then they have to crawl like to their mother's teat or whatever within the pouch. So that's all marsupials. That's not just kangaroos. Heading to uni Alcatraz? No worries. Have a good uni. Cool. Look at us making friends with monsters. Here's Blob. Human children, have you come to taste... Oh my god. Have you come to taste Blob's candy? Could you have possibly phrased that any worse? Not exactly. Sadie told us that you know how to get into Dr. White's compound. Of course Blob knows. Why would Blob tell human children his secrets? Because Blob is nice. Haha! Blob has been called many things. Fat, dumpy, smelly, ugly. But nice is a new word to describe Blob. Blob will tell you what. If you human children do some deliveries for Blob on the east side of the city, then Blob will hook you up with a secret. What do you say? Guess that's fair. Blob must keep the candy flowing to his customers. I've got a stretch. I better hydrate as well, actually. The baby of a giraffe just crashes on the ground. The umbilical cord snaps on the way down. What the fuck? Go for fun fact. It appears as a real gun on Twitch chat. It appears as a water gun in chatty. And it appears as a different water gun altogether on mobile. So... what the fuck, emoji? Can you just standardize your shit already? Alright. So we're doing fetch quest again. I was reading a little bit up about this game during the week. Because I wanted to know how much longer it was, and that's why we're here playing it tonight. Something that seems to be a common thread through discussion is that this game kind of lost... like, the first game had some problems, but could have been great if they changed a couple things. And the consensus was that it had gone in the other direction and gotten worse in the second game. I kind of want to agree. I feel like there's less charm in this game, and I care less about the story. So, anyway. Maybe I'm just being, what's the word? Negative for no reason. Alright. Yeah, I don't know, Skeletoxin. I don't think there was any need to change it to a water gun. Like, add the water gun. Don't replace the original gun. Guns are a thing that exist. Like, it doesn't stop people from threatening other people by turning the gun emoji into a water pistol emoji. This man is called Smelliot. Well, that goes off the list of potential baby names forever. Nothing like a bracing handful of candy after a day in the mines. Why did I make him Australian in the end? I was just trying to make him kind of goblinish. We toil in the mines all day so these high-rise monsters can line their pockets. I don't know what I can do about it, so I just eat candy to forget. I thought it would be great to work with candy all day, but I don't get to eat any of it. What's the point? There's a baby names Twitter, Skeletoxin. Is it just, like, ridiculous baby names that they find? Did you see that someone dressed up as, dressed up for Halloween this year as that very famous, baby names, like, blog post or whatever it was? What was the name in the end that they went with, like, LaKayla or something like that? You guys would know the image for sure if you saw it. I just wouldn't know how to search. Wouldn't know how to search for it. I mean, I don't have a problem with people making up new names. I think there is kind of a problem in the fact that people who tend to pick these kinds of names, or a significant part of the people who pick these kinds of names that seem to be made up, are in America, African American people, and then in Australia, Indigenous people. And I'm just like, okay, so to what extent is this people just like making fun of names, and to what extent is it culturally punching down? But I mean, if the kid's gonna get bullied, don't name your child that name, maybe. That's kind of how I feel about it. Hence, taking Elliot off the baby names list. All right, crazy claw marks. Pull out the glow stick. I could do that. Desiccated grapefruit. I swear to God, if anyone ever names their child desiccated grapefruit, they're probably going to need a bit of an attitude adjustment, aren't they? Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, so they're like not proper. They're not proper names. So they're not mocking actual babies. That's good. All right. Hey, how'd you small humans get in here? You don't have a hard hat. Blob gave us special clearance. He did? Well, that's a relief. Because we had strict instructions not to let any humans sniff around here. Because those human artifacts that we found in the mines. What human artifacts? Sorry, small human. I'm small to secrecy. Sworn to secrecy. There's nothing you could possibly say to me that would make me spill the beans about those artifacts. That's a good swing. You could be a miner. Oh, there's a child over there. Oh yeah, what was it you said about the human artifacts again? Loose lips sink ships, human child. You can ask me all you want, but I was sworn to secrecy. There's probably nothing you could say to me to convince me otherwise. Alright, well, we need Jefferson costume for this. Those artifacts sound valuable. You must be proud to be the one who dug them up. Me? Yeah, I am a good digger. Did you dig up any other cool stuff? I did dig up a piece of paper with those artifacts, but I couldn't read it. Thought it was plans at first, but that's garbage. That's why it's in the trash pile behind me. But that's it, nothing useful, just those artifacts and that piece of paper on the trash pile. And he's now letting me through to get to the trash, which is very nice of him. You are good at keeping secrets. Thanks for the compliment, human child. That makes me feel good inside. Looks like we got a new costume pattern somewhere. Oh, we can beat up the traffic cones. Hang on, we gotta be this. Pharaoh costume. Look at this. We should figure out where those artifacts are hiding. Oh man, we are hecking up the place. Meatball delinquent. That is a very good name for a baby. That can replace Smelliot on the baby names list. Trick or treat. Cool. Weren't we supposed to be delivering for him? Not taking deliveries? I don't think they put too much effort into this game, to be honest. I don't know, though, about Double Fine, guys. Like, has anyone played any Double Fine games that they would seriously recommend? Because I just finished playing Grim Fandango, and I was like, I would not want to have a port, well, not a port, a remake, remaster, or whatever, with this many issues with my studio's name on it. And then there's this, where, like, it has problems, for sure. Are there games by Double Fine that you would absolutely 110% recommend? Psychonauts? More claw marks, whip out the glow stick. Alley, huh? Psychonauts 2 comes out soon, right? Maybe I should play the first one. Don't think I own it, but it's quite old now, so it can't be that expensive. Busted! Oh shit, look at the upgraded clown. Oh god, it's even more vomitous. Oh god, I don't even want to look at it now. Oh wow, that fucked that monster up. Also, yeah, guys, I wanted to tell you about this weird thing that's been like happening on my Twitch account. Like, I've been coming to the stream, I suppose you'd say. Like, during the day, for whatever reason. Like, today I had to download last night's, or the night before's VOD, sorry, because it wouldn't download on the night. And I've been having, like, people follow while I'm not live, and I can't think of any reason why they'd be doing that. Like, Twitch doesn't recommend to people channels that aren't live. So I'm like, what's going on here? And all I can think is that they're bots, especially since their usernames are kind of similar to each other. Like, they're all sort of like adjective, noun. And I'm just like, but why? And then I'm like, now I'm worried of like getting in trouble with Twitch because there's bots following my account. I'm sure I won't, because it's not like they're inflating my view count. But, you know, it's weird and I don't like it. Alright, I need to find a fountain. Can you tell what my toes look like? Dude, why? I mean, like, I don't mind them being here, I suppose. Like, I mean, they're not watching. I don't see them in the chat. They're just there, and I don't know why. But hopefully they'll, you know, get banned or whatever, and then it'll be fine. My view account will go back to what it should be. Oh, not my view account, sorry, my follow account. You guys, can you guys see my follow account anymore? You can't, right? So, this is degrading, having to stand in a mud puddle to protect some human artifact. You don't see those rich downtown grubbins guarding artifacts? They just showboat around all day with their briefcases and their fancy suits. They have more candy than they know what to do with. Where's my candy? They make their candy off the backs of grubbins like me. Well, I'm done being exploited. I'm out of here. I don't know what to say to that, but good luck. Alright. Oh no, a mole. A depraved mole. Yeah, see, Aria, and also Gopher, I know that I've seen actual people follow me when I'm offline as well, for sure. But it's, like, this has happened a couple times in the past week, like 2-3 days I've come to the stream, and like 3 people with similarly formatted usernames have followed while I've been offline, and I'm just like, looks a little bit weird. Usually if it's people following me, it's people, as you say, Aria, that I know from somewhere else. Like, they know me from other social media or from other streams. And they've just discovered that I have a Twitch channel. Where are we? That Snickers card is bullshit. It takes forever to re-proc. Alright. 69 damage there. Skelly, you're gonna miss chilling when you finally fix your sleep schedule. Well, I'm gonna be happy for your sleep schedule. I'll miss ya, but I'll see you around other streams on the weekends, especially. Nice. Oh, it's battles, it's not turns. I wish it was turns. I think I said that last time as well. Get hecked, mole man. Ooh, that was very close. We got there. We got some sugar uncles. Flip-flops. In Australia, I'm sorry, we have to call those thongs. Gopher, you're doing this to hurt me. Oh, a pinata. More claw marks. Nice pathfinding AI. Over the security wall, okay. Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat. So the weather's gotten really hot here all of a sudden. Well, I mean, it's not all of a sudden, it is now November, but I'm just outraged at it generally. But I mean, I could wear like shorts and a tank top today, which is nice. Hecked him the heck up. You know, guys, I think the charity stream was really good practice for me. I'm much better on stream at just choosing not to swear now if I really don't want to. I typically want to, mind you. Aria, where you were, it was hot for the last 2 days and then rained all day. Well, it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow where I am. Whether it actually does or not, it's pretty up for debate, I think. Where I live, it's like, it's an arid climate. So, yeah. Skeletoxin says I could say it's up in the air. Well, I could say that, but then I'd have to fine myself for making puns on stream. Swearing less makes you think of more creative ways to say things. It does to a certain extent, but if you're just replacing, you know, the fuck words with the heck words, it doesn't really. It's just a different, you know, choice of words. What are you doing? Sorry, small fry, I can't talk unless Foreman Doug says so. Doug sent us letters through. He did? Still, can't let you through here. I get in trouble. Why is that? I'm guarding an ancient artifact that Doug dug up. I'm not supposed to talk to any humans, so scram. Well, would you talk to a pterodactyl? Nope. It's not like you're going to say something a different way and I'll just move over. Okay, we have to be a Jefferson, who is clearly not a human being. We have no interest in whatever you're guarding. Don't. We're here to look at an apartment. If you don't move, we'll be late. Oh, sorry, I thought you were after the ancient stuff. Don't let me hold you up. I don't know why humans would want to live in this monster part of town. It has no human amenities, but to each his own, I guess. His name is Donk, yes. His brother founded New Donk City in Mario Odyssey. Named it after his brother because he just loved him so much. Oh, I gotta take a drink of water. I took a drink in such a way that, like, the lid of my water bottle ended up smacking me in the face, but I wear glasses, so it wasn't an issue. These pigeons do not give one single fuck. No, that's not right. How do I get over to the other bit? Am I missing a door? Like, what's going on here? Skeleton's Toxin says their dad is an angry carrot. How do I get over there? I want that. I want it. Give it to me. Alright, well, I think we're just going to not have that. Unless the game gives it to us in another fashion. We've been over here. Oh shit, you don't want that. Smash up the garbage. Oh, is this our final piece of garbage? Mongo not talk to human kids unless Foreman Doug says so. Doug sent us. You talk to Doug? Tell Doug that Mongo is sick of guarding. What are you guarding? Mongo guarding ancient thing from ground, but Mongo hungry. We can go just spot for a while if you want to take a break. Oh sure. Mongo take break. Humans still ancient thing. Mongo not stupid. Mongo dreaming of candy. Leave Mongo. No, okay. There's a candygram for Mongo. Huh? Candygram for Mongo? For me? That is a big coincidence. Mongo like candy. You have to pick it up at the mines though. Fine by Mongo. Candy totally worth it. Americans in chat, I hope there's not too many of you because it is very late where you are. But was Thomas Jefferson known for being very persuasive? He must have been, right? Shit, I didn't mean to do that. I feel like it's not that people have forgotten how to express themselves, it's that, you know, they choose to use the easier option, which is swearing. I am now a pharaoh. Oh, I see. With the pharaoh power, you can take zip lines. We're now down here, okay. I wonder if they really were particularly articulate, or if it was just more like, you know, history has given them that, what do you call it? Gravitas, I guess is the word I want. That's right, Gopher. Pharaohs are very well known for their mad zipline abilities. I got happy heads. All right, I don't want to be. Oh, you know what? I do want to be Pharaoh because I don't know what Pharaoh does for power yet. We need to get into a fight with Pharaoh. Here's a fight. Fuck you! I just got an achievement for backstabbing enough people, by the way. Alright. Not bad. Very nice. Mistimed that a little bit, I think. Alright, we can use Gift of Life. How does that work? Yeah, me, sure. Oh, it's a single heal, okay. Could we finally retire the clown? Alright. Of course I get an amazing when I don't need it to be there. I did another 69 damages. It's good. I don't know though. I think the clown is still the better healer. God, I hate that they made the clown the best healer. Wizard is superior. Gopher, you have some exciting news. I like exciting news. Please inform. Just 32 more hours on my shift. God, that sounds soul-destroying. An acquaintance and their team discovered a new superconductor. That's very exciting. Technology marches forward. I'm not clever enough to understand it, but I am glad that people who are better at understanding such things than me are making progress. Even if ultimately the only effect it's going to have on my life is that my smartphone is better. That fence, okay. It's a nickel oxide-based superconductor, but the interesting thing is that current theory can't explain why it's a superconductor. Now that is interesting. Like, if you find something that could actually, like, expand your knowledge of how the whole idea of what you're studying works. Yeah. By studying it, you'll be able to learn more about superconductivity as a principle, rather than just sort of trying to find what you already know. The thing that blows my mind the most about like areas of science that we sort of know work, but we don't really know why or how, is anesthesia. Like, there's a lot that is unknown about how anesthesia works. And yet we keep doing it to people. Like, probably tens of thousands of people every day go under anesthesia. But we have no fucking idea why it works the way it does. Well, I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, but there's a lot that's not understood about it, and yet it's such a critical part of how we do medicine right now. Oh, god damn it, I did 19 damage, but I got a penalty on the attack for being shittily timed. Didn't do the full 19 damage. General anesthesia is also terrifying. It is, like, I don't know if anyone else in the chat has been under general anesthesia, but like, you don't actually know when you're like, you don't have the like when you're asleep, you sort of know you're asleep, right? When you're under general anesthesia, 1 second you're under, like you're going under, and the next second you're waking up. You lose that time. If you're afraid of waking up while you're under. Well, that's why they have an anesthetist in the room whenever they do general anesthesia, because they're measuring and they're paying attention to... Fuck, I pressed the wrong thing. Because I was busy laughing at what Gopher actually just wrote. They're monitoring whether you're becoming conscious or not, and they can change what's going on with your drugs to keep you under if they feel the necessity to do that. So yeah, Gopher said, what if I wake up to see the surgeon pissing into your stomach? Well, you probably, yeah, that would be pretty problematic as a thing to happen. But I mean, like, you hear all these stories about people having surgical tools just left inside because the surgeon wasn't counting, or no one in the surgery room was counting to make sure that all the tools used were present and accounted for at the end of the surgery. Like, what the fuck? Skeleton, I also went under for my wisdom teeth, for your interest, and I woke up speaking Japanese. I wasn't even that good at Japanese at the time. I have this theory that when my brain just gets very excited, it just completely loses the ability to work out what the fuck language I'm speaking. For those who were here for my Darkwood stream finale, when I unexpectedly survived the final night, even though I was getting dogpiled by a bunch of enemies, when I realized I lived, like, I got super excited and started shouting in Japanese. I wasn't aware of it at the time. It's just a weird thing that my brain does. But it was the same. I woke up from the general. Like I said, it seemed to be the very next second. And I was just saying, like, it hurts in Japanese for no good reason. That's right. Get lightninged. Get lightning, bruh. Alright. But yeah, I also, at the time, I had a phobia of needles. It's less now. But at the time it was very bad, and I knew there was no way that I'd be able to just get the injection to go under. So they used gas to put me out in the first instance, and it was so weird because you take one breath, it's like nothing is happening. You take 2 breaths. I remember saying something along the lines of, "Oh, this feels kind of weird," and then in the 3rd breath, I was gone and I was waking up. Oh, jeez, Skeletoxin, I'm so glad that I had the gas, because Jesus Christ, that would freak me the fuck out, what you just described, your experience of the general anesthetic. Yeah, I was, because I had the phobia and they knew they wouldn't be able to do anything while I was conscious, they actually, they knocked me fully out. Alright, what are we doing here? But you hear about, you know, certain surgical procedures that you have to do, like someone I knew when I was a few years younger, they had to get surgery done on their eye. And this happens if you have brain surgery as well. You have to be conscious, because in the case of the eye, it was more to do with making sure that, you know, the eye could still move around. But in the case of the brain, it's to make sure that they're not doing anything to basically kill your function in any particular activity. So that's not what I wanted. Although actually, I wonder if I won't do it with that character. I could not imagine being conscious and like having my eye or my brain operated on. Your anxiety would be off the charts, and it is off the charts, and that's why one of the medications that they give you if they have to do that is just like shit tons of anti-anxiety medication, so that you know this stuff is happening to you, this freaky stuff, but you don't care. Shiny, you're not too keen on that? You're not too keen on having your eyes sliced open while you're totally conscious and aware? Oh, that's fine, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. It's just your eye being sliced open while you're awake and able to see it. I mean, in this case, the alternative was degenerative blindness, so... I think if the alternative was degenerative blindness, I might be willing to to go through with it. I need a bigger candy bag. Where's the fountain? Like, I feel like I get why they've put this HP recovery mechanic in there, but I feel like it's caused me to do is just go battle, walk back to a fountain, do a battle, walk back to a fountain. I don't think it's necessarily added to the gameplay. Shiny as the scene in Silence of the Lambs that freaked you out. I have not seen the movie, but I am aware it's about eating people, so... I wish I had some candy, says the dental guard. Oh, I'm sorry, dental guard. It's a hard life you live. Oh, this guy isn't evil? I just got off work. I don't know what to do with myself. Alright, Skeleton, have a good night. Try not to think about eye surgery. Gonna go to the opera? Oh my god, that's so cultured. Enjoy. Man, opera singers are something else. I don't think this armor is the right size. Fuck, I wanted to hit him in the back of the head. Can you guys hear when I'm taking a drink, by the way? Alright. Let's hex someone up. Let's hex this guy up. A little bit? Okay. Skeletoxin, you actually want to get qualified in vocal performance? That's awesome. I agree. Fuck anxiety and depression. Nothing good ever came from them. See you later. Have a good sleep. I'll hold on to that for next turn. Hello, Secret Reagent. How you doing? I'm doing pretty well. I ate too much food earlier and I'm still feeling way too full. Why do I do this to myself? That's the real question here. Okay. You know, it's been how many streams of this? How many hours? And I'm still shit at the battle system. Com, you want the game volume down? I'll do that once the battle's over. Thank you for letting me know. For people who aren't aware, I have a different, like the sound in my ears and the sound that you hear are different. Volume-wise, they're not linked. Because I have pretty sensitive ears, and sometimes what is good for you is way too loud for me, so I need to be able to separate them out. Okay, that should be down now. So let me know how it is when we're in another battle. The battle music is louder as well, which is very annoying. Did I go down here before? Yes. Your volume was on 3%, Gopher? Oh dear. How's that now with this volume? I can adjust it again if it's too loud still. But unless someone says something, I'll assume it's fine now. Usually I would be paying attention and notice that the volume was about equal between my voice and the game volume, but like I said, I'm tired and sleepy today because I ate too much and because I had like 2.5 hours worth of naps this afternoon, which was delightful, don't get me wrong, naps are amazing, but yes, it did leave me a bit dopey. Alright, Doomstick. Very Gandalf, this man. That was still at 2 battles for that one. Alright, well, attack it is. And we'll use the bus on this teeth. Do you ever get so angry you threw a bus at a pair of teeth? Only one shiny. It's probably for the best. If you go around throwing buses too often, people start to look at you funny. Not that I'm speaking from experience. Certainly not. Have we like maxed out my candy, by the way? It's getting close. I might go downstairs and buy some shit. Oh, I can go over here with the fairy costume right now. Let's go buy stuff first. Did I catch Hootie's Dark Souls Google Translate stream? No, I didn't. I'm very upset about it, and I haven't had a chance to go back and catch up. I heard it was amazing, though. Alright, do that one. Stun all enemies. I mean, I'll just buy all this shit, I guess. This is lit now. All we had to do was go through it one time and suddenly it was working again. The first 15 minutes was the funniest shit you've ever seen, and the contagious laugh. Yes, Hootie has a delightful laugh. It makes me very happy. Hang on, I have an emote for this situation. You'll lose the sound, don't worry about it. Yes, this emote. So good. Hootie's so nice. If you guys haven't like followed Hootie, you should go and do that right now. He's a good streamer, but he's also like super nice dude, and he is the like founder or head runner of the Vine Sources Hope charity. Variety is Hope charity, sorry, and I've got an emote for that situation too. There you go. So I suspect most people here already know what that is, because most people here know Variety's Hope and Hootie before they knew me. But yeah, if you haven't, go check it out. It's good stuff. It's good people. Another speakeasy. It's locked. I guess that's the way into the dental academy. Password. It's Witch's Brew. Nice try, human child. Okay, so we've got to talk to Blob, I guess. How do I get back? Or we could go downtown. Fucking sure, why not? Let's skip ahead for no reason. Oh, it's a business grubbin or whatever they're called. I'm disgustingly rich. I used to just be disgusting. This is pretty wild, seeing these monsters like this. You slip me the candy, I slip you the creepy treats cards. I lost my rump on my crispy treat futures. I guess I don't know how the market works. I made my fortune on candy corn derivatives. He's just a grubbin trying to contribute to society. Maybe. Hey Shady, can I see what you've got again? Sure, but make it quick. Time is candy. Get a map, alright. Don't hurt yourself with those things, kid. I'm in a monster world, that's right. I'm actually kind of in a Blade Runner-ish world, don't you think? Fun fact, we can no longer refer to Blade Runner as occurring in the future because it happens in November 2019. Do I have a emote for this situation too? Not unless Vinny's added a shot emote recently. Although he has, he's updated one of his emotes for people who maybe haven't seen that yet. Hang on. Yeah, this one's had a bit of an update for people who for people who follow Vine Source. Can everyone see what he's trying to communicate there? It's a good one. I approve. I noticed it this morning on Discord. Good stuff. It's fun. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. They're on field trip over here. I don't want to like see. I don't trust this game to not sequence break. So I'm gonna go ahead and not do this part yet. I'll just go do what I'm supposed to have been doing. Blade Runner failed to predict the 2019 dystopia. Was I talking about this in real life yesterday or on stream the night before? The fact that, like, oh no, it was yesterday in real life. When I was with my friends, we were talking about how in the movie 1984, you know, it was a dystopia, and for certain like reasons and stuff like that. And then I was thinking about Blade Runner, which is set in 2019, and where in 1984 it's kind of about government control and that kind of a dystopia. And at the time they were right in the middle of the Cold War and like Thatcherism and all that kind of stuff. So in some ways it makes sense. I mean, it would also make sense now if we're, you know, grasping for connections. But Blade Runner is kind of about transhumanism and corporations and killing the planet and the social problems that resulted in the planet, from the planet being killed through greed and pollution and destruction. So, nothing for present day to be said about that, right? No, no, no. No, no, no. Gopher says flying cars would be a terrible idea. Yeah, I agree. It'd be cool, but the reality is, like, yeah, people can't even drive when they don't have to think about the third dimension. Just 2 is too much for most people. But yeah, if they were smart cars, Or like everything was more like a taxi system. Like an auto taxi. I'd be for it. What I really want is those tubes, like in Futurama. All right, we're ready to go. Shiny, you also want the tubes from Futurama. Hey, you. Get lost. This is my town. Comrade says UK has tubes already. Just because they call it the tube doesn't mean it's the same thing, Com. Did I hit that on time? I'm not even sure. Gopher says, I just want a chair that doesn't make my back hurt if I sit in it for more than 12 hours. Gopher, you probably shouldn't be sitting in any chair for more than 12 hours because you'll get deep vein thrombosis. And you want it to be cheap on top of that. All right, well, maybe one day. Okay, I've got a really boring thing to say now. But it was very interesting to me when I discovered it. So, as I've said several times, I'm taking a trip next year in like May to New York. And so I've been following the currency market. I've been following the currency market between the US and Australia because I have to make a decision about when to buy accommodation, essentially based on currency markets. Here's your daily curse, by the way, of this clown's face. Fuck you, clown. And I was reading about how the US Federal Reserve, is going to be cutting the tax, not the tax rate, sorry, the cash rate. And what that actually means in terms that people like you and me can understand is that the US dollar is going to go down against most major other currencies. And there's several useful effects that has on their economy. So that's good for me personally because I want to be able to buy US dollars for cheaper with my Australian dollars, right? However, it means that for the Australian economy on a whole, our exports are worth less. Not worthless, but worth less. And therefore, like, generally bad things will happen in the economy. It's really weird, and yes, it is very boring. But essentially, if you're in Australia, it's potentially going to be slightly cheaper to travel to the United States next year. But if you're an Australian exporter, then your shit is going to be making you less money if you export it to the US next year. Reagent, you're listening intently. You're not obligated, but as a streamer, you've got to make conversations somehow. Gopher, you lost about 2K when the GBP collapsed. I didn't even know it collapsed. When the fuck did that happen? Was it to do with Brexit shit? Also, I'm sorry to hear that. That's bullshit and I hate it. Both Brexit and you losing money because of currency shit. God damn it, 14 HP. Oh no, poison, fuck you. I can't use my heal attack yet. We might have a death here. Go if you'd like to go back to a bartering system. Man, I don't have anything valuable to barter though. I will trade shitty entertainment on stream for food. Why are the characters stinky? They're poisoned. Com says use a reputation system like in Darkwood. Yeah. Well, we all know how well that worked out for me, didn't we? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was really good at that. Oh, yeah. Com's referencing a funny video that they sent me after my final Darkwood stream. I enjoyed that video very much. Thank you for sending it. Oh, can you fuckers just like, they obviously respawn. I don't like it. He went back down into the sewer. Oh no. Alright, Blob. We got your candy. I don't remember how I did this voice. Thanks, humans. Are you forgetting something? Probably. Blob has the memory of a goldfish. You said you'd tell us how to get into the dental compound. I did? Oh, I must have forgotten how to do that too. Blob! Blob is sorry, but Blob does remember one secret. If you can get further into the sewers, there's a speakeasy for the rich guys. The password is sweet wet wheat. Another speakeasy? This one is close to Dr. White's compound, though. I'm sure someone there will know. Alright, leveled up. He's bored. Oh no. How do I find the monster now? He grabs the ladder. We're going this way, okay. Okay, so they're downtown. Well, we better go to the speakeasy first. Good night, Aria. Have a good one. I can have candy whenever I want, but I come down here for the vibes.
Who let a human child in here? This is a club for elite monsters only.
His name is Harry.
I'm pretty rich, but when I see how those elders live in, hoo boy, I still have a long way to go.
I love to lord my candy over those who are less fortunate.
Is this big fucking dude from the first game, the final boss? Big Bones, or whatever he was called? No, he's an elder.
Children, how did you get in here? Did you acquire zipline technology?
We're trying to get into Dr. White's compound. Do you know how?
Of course I do. I even have a key, but this is not a good time. I'm stressed out. Don't bother me now.
What's stressing you out?
Well, it's just that Grub and Elder is withholding my candy delivery. I'm down to my last crate of king-size, fun-size bars. He's totally cramping my style.
Want us to pick it up for you?
He'd do that? That would save my business.
Sure, if you let us borrow your key to Dr. White's compound.
Psh, way to make it sound not tantalizing anymore. Sorry, I can't give you my key. Overlord White would revoke my candy license. I'm pretty sure there's nothing more to say on the matter that I can think of. So we go to Jefferson him.
Mr. Elder, if you don't have your deliveries, what good is your candy license? Maybe there's a chance Dr. White ruins you if you give us the key, but you're ruined for sure if you don't get your deliveries, right?
I guess that's true. Okay, if you can get my deliveries, I guess I can let you borrow the key to the compound. You'll need to knock on some doors downtown to get most of them. Some of them are up on the rooftops. The Grumman Elder is up there too. He's got the big fatty delivery. I need that one the most.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out. Be right back. Now, I'm wondering if here's a good place to stop. I'm just not sure how long the dental compound part of the game will take. Or if there's like a return to the past element of the game. But we'll do some of the downtown. Maybe I'll do a good 2 to 2.5 hours tonight. And then whatever is left tomorrow, I can do tomorrow. And if it ends up only being like an hour or whatever, then I can do some Viscera cleanup detail. I just haven't played this before, so I'm not quite sure how far through it I am. I want to go in the clothing store. Or what? That's not how a store works. Yo, what? Harriet! Harriet, ladies and gentlemen! Being rich is almost as fun as stuffing my face! Watch as I forget how to do that voice. Here's the Grub and Elder.
Welcome to the Grubbin Grotto. We don't see many small humans around here. We won't be here long. We're just here to pick up a delivery that you owe. Oh, that? I've got big adventures in the works at the moment. I'm over these chintzy speakeasy deliveries, but I'll tell you what. I need someone with some curious skills right now. You look like you can carry stuff, no? If you help me, I'll give you what you want.
Okay, what do you need?
I run the biggest resort in town, but it's time for me to expand my business. I want to absorb Crestwhale the Cove across the way. The Crestwhaler Elder has agreed to sign the contract. Go get his signature and bring it back. Then I will be the richest monster in the city. And I get half. What? Nothing, dear.
How's the voice acting tonight, guys? Pretty on the nose. That is apparently endlessly growing.
My skin is getting pruny.
I didn't need to know that, Briny. And I'm going to hold you responsible for saying it to me for the rest of your life. Voice acting's on point. That's very kind to say, thank you. Oh, shit. Dry throat voice acting? Yeah, probably. Hang on. I'm just going to yawn at you as well. Low oxygen. Tapping my foot to this battle theme. So a few like streams ago I was talking about how I'm keen to like learn about weird RPGs with interesting battle systems and scenarios and things like that. Well, for those of you who do watch Vine Source, No Delivery, which is a spooky game set in like a Chuck E. Cheese type restaurant. That's the kind of thing that I mean. It's got an RPG type battle system. It's creepy, it's weird, and it's interesting. So I'd love to play that at some point. It's what Five Nights at Freddy's should have been. That's true. It could have been, rather than just spitting out derivatives of like the first game, they could have had a second game that was like that. But it was really cool to watch. I just don't know if I'd be any good at playing it. Speaking of games that that fit that description, I said a while ago that when there was a sale on the Switch, I bought Hollow Knight. I bring this up because Gopher was giving me some advice about it that I didn't reply to, but I did read it. I loved watching Hollow Knight, but the reality is I'm not very good at action platformers. So as far as Hollow Knight goes, I might be willing to stream it once or twice when I get around to playing it, but probably not a full playthrough. Hollow Knight is hard, yes. It's Australian too, for those who don't know. Good stuff. Shit, I need to heal. Oh, good, there's a thing down there. Good. This is kind of maze-like, this area. One of the best Metroidvanias you've played? Yeah, well, it's had a lot of praise. It's just like I said, it's not a type of game that I'm good at, so I very much enjoyed watching it played, and I would recommend anyone to either try it for themselves if you're good at that style of gameplay, or find a stream of it if it's not your cup of tea gameplay wise to watch. But yeah, I don't know, I suspect I'm not going to be terribly good at it. It's so beautiful though. I kind of want to make the effort. Don't jostle these peanut butter bombs unless you want peanut butter all over your body. Well, that would kill me, so no, I'm good. No Jocelyn from me. Did you know that Jocelyn is a girl's name? I'm confused. Is this candy? A Delectables candy? How come he can advertise candy? How come they can advertise candy in the dental city? I don't get it. Oh, I should be looking for the monster as well. What are some other Metroidvanias? Are in the Blind Forest. I didn't know that was a Metroidvania style. Momodora I haven't heard of. What about Bloodstained? Guess I have to find claw marks. Sorry, Com, you would or you wouldn't consider Bloodstained a new Metroidvania because it sticks to the roots? Wouldn't. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Bloodstained looks fun. Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone, if you wanted, I think we might have had this discussion already. We probably have. Conversations do tend to go in circles and my memory on stream is garbage. But if you were going to recommend a Metroidvania style to someone who isn't very good at game, what one would you recommend? Well, I mean, there's the classics, right? Super Metroid and Castlevania Symphony of the Night. What would be a good one? If I wanted to do one on stream and you guys know what kind of a shitty gamer I am, what would be a good starting point? That didn't do as much damage as I hoped. Like, in fact, significantly less than I'd hoped. I'm so bad at the timing, Jesus Christ. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, fine. You use the new Metroidvania label to refer to Metroidvania type games where the focus is more on platforming rather than leveling and items. That's an interesting way to look at it. But yeah, if it's changed the focus of the gameplay, I think it's worth at least acknowledging that. Because, like I said, for me, platforming is definitely not a skill. But, items, I mean, I'm not particularly good at that either, but it requires less reflexes. I can't for the life of me tell if I'm supposed to be playing Hollow Knight or Shovel Knight. And now all I'm thinking about is Hollow Earth. It doesn't have the Metroid style level design. Shovel Knight. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's a wolf boy. Hey, wait a minute, you're just a kid. Busted, I've been running around this sweet costume illegally for a few days now. I've been leaving marks around to throw guards off my trail. So they don't arrest me and try to make me floss. Kid, you should definitely be flossing. Like, you can have candy, but you gotta floss as well. Hello, Vegan Veggie, how you doing? Yes, candy begging day is over, but I have some spooky games left over, so we'll be extending into the first week and a half of November with the spookies on this here stream. That is a sweet Wolfman costume you've got, though. Well, you can have it. I'm sick of hiding from the law. If I get in trouble again, I'm going to be grounded.
Besides, it's getting kind of ratty. Thanks. I've had my fun with it. Now it's your turn. I'm out of here. If I'm not back in time for meatloaf, Mom's gonna kill me. God, meatloaf just sounds so, so unpleasant as a food. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be wizard, but we're gonna make Everett and Lucy's daughter wear wolf costume. She needs to find water, okay. Well, I mean, I have Hollow Knight, so I could give that a go. It's just like, if it's really hard, which is what I have been told, I feel like it could be good to start with something else to see if I like this genre. Hollow Knight is tougher than Dark Souls, Jesus Christ. So, like, would flat out Symphony of the Night be the best game to play as like a introduction to Metroidvanias then? Isn't very hard. Well, that's good, because I'm shit at everything. Well, I'm shit at everything, video games. Apart from The Sims, I'm pretty good at The Sims. Trick or treat! No candy, just me. Oh shit, look at that wolf man. All right. That's all right though. Even though I'm bad at video games, you guys seem to be entertained enough around watching this here stream, so I'm satisfied. Fucking 6 HP. Fuck off. Cave story? Okay. Has nice visuals as well. Maybe that's something I should look into then. And I'm just thinking about Hylix now because I was thinking of weird RPGs. Hylix 2 isn't out yet, right? I haven't checked in on it for ages. That wolf is doing the Thriller dance. It's close to midnight. What are the words? Something evil's lurking in the dark. I can't believe I don't know the words to Thriller. I'm ashamed of my generation. It did come out like 10 years before I was born, to be totally fair, but
Maybe not 10 years, but several years before I was born. I'm supposed to be going to see Corvus at the moment? Fuck, I didn't know that. What was I wanting to do? I don't remember. Let's just go downstairs and go talk to Corvus in the previous world. Comrade says Shantae and the Pirate's Curse is a living terms of service and No Nut November violation. Well, that entirely depends on the way you choose to consume that media, doesn't it? Was this where Corvus was? No, I think I have to go back another level. Crap. You got any more shit? Oh, he has. Okay. We can upgrade Jefferson and Wizard. Well, we'll be upgrading the Wizard for sure. We can get some morons. Ooh, we can get 100 more candy per battle. That's good. Here we go. Oh, at the Tooth Academy? No, this isn't where I wanted to be. I wanted to go to the, where are we? Oh, here we go, okay. Auburn Pines. Comrade, the OST is too sexy? Oh no. That's not acceptable. I think I actually got the card this kid is looking for. Sweet. Oh no, where was Everett and Lucy's house? Fuck, I can't remember. I think I have a map, but is this kid still looking for another card? No. The game just didn't update her quest marker. Here we go. Corvus, talk to me, baby. You're already lethal on offense, but your defense has room to grow. You already know how to do timed blocks, but there's a riskier move that pays bigger dividends. If you press Y and hold it to charge, you can release it at the moment of attack to do a counter. The counter reduces your damage taken more than a regular block. It also returns some damage to the enemy. Why wouldn't you do it every time you ask? Well, it takes a while to charge, so your pals will be vulnerable while you do it. I don't care. If you're fighting weaker enemies, it might be worth the risk to end the fight faster. Okay. Sorry, I had something caught in my throat. It can also be very useful to stay in the fight if you were just one hit away from defeat. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Cool. Alright. I guess I'll just have to sort of work out how that's working for me. So what I actually want to do is switch to Wolfman for a little bit so that I can see the transformation animation. Oh, there's Wizard. I can't believe we've had to have the fucking clown in the party the whole goddamn time because it's the healer. I liked it better when the Statue of Liberty was the healer. brief swap to the Pharaoh. Back to the Wolfman. So Cave Story was the one people were suggesting. I'm already thinking like into the future, what games I'm wanting to be streaming next year. Like what big ones. I think I've already talked about this a little bit, but I want to stream Fallout New Vegas in the new year at some point when I work out, and it would be good for that. I think I've got to stretch the old hands. I've thought about maybe doing some more rhythm games as well. I enjoyed doing Sayonara Wild Hearts. Trick or treat. Very nice. Oh shit! If it's someone other than Ren, it's a different color wizard. Suddenly we've got Gandalf the White. Oh shit. That's kind of scary, actually. Go if you played 12 straight hours of Outer Worlds. No comment about deep vein thrombosis here, don't worry about it. Oh, I see, right. I've got how it works. Only I can hold Y. Or actually, maybe they could hold. Like, maybe someone else, if I held X, it would counter. Yeah, everyone is saying Outer Worlds is fantastic. I will definitely play it at some point, but probably not in the near future because I don't really want to get either the Xbox Game Pass or the Epic Store, so... That's the situation I'm in with that game. That's 6 HP. Go for what was the previous game you were binging on before Outer Worlds? I'm mostly over binging on Stardew for the time being, I think. Final Fantasy 15. Well, those MMOs. Those Mamorpigas. It's kind of what they're designed to do, isn't it? What did I want to do here? What time is it? I think I'm gonna maybe end the stream here, guys. Like I said, I didn't want to do a full-length stream tonight. We've gone for 2 hours. It's 10:30 where I am. That's a very reasonable bedtime. Final Fantasy 15. Oh, 14's the MMO. Well, so it's just regular old Final Fantasy addictiveness then. I think if I'm getting my Final Fantasies mixed up, it's also time for me to take a rest. It looks so good that it gave you nostalgia for the fake MMOs you made up in your mind. You know, if a game is so good that it matches up to like your fantasies of everything you think the genre could be, that's pretty freaking good. I just gotta find a save point. There we go. Cool. All right. Good stuff. Have a good evening or morning or whatever time of day it is for you where you are, guys. Sleep if it's time for sleep where you are. I'm gonna go rest, and I'll be back tomorrow night with more of this. I know, playing the same game 2 nights in a row, bit unusual for me, but you know, something unusual is also fine. Yeah, it's the end of StreamCom. I'm only going for a short time tonight. So enjoy. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't eat too much and get too sleepy like I did. And I will see you tomorrow. And of course, when I go to OBS to end the stream, you lose the music as well. So good, I guess. Wonderful, excellent, good stuff. Stop rambling, Lynn. End the stream, 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 end the stream.